Alright man, I got a little too cocky here and I was getting ready to start daily driving this 91 hatch and still not running to the point where I feel comfortable driving it because I really want to retire the Del Sol. So what I'm going to do is try and diagnose this and figure out what the hell is causing this code 43. I've replaced the fuel pump, the fuel filters, O2 sensor, pretty much anything I can think of, and I thought I replaced the injectors here, but as I was looking through all my stuff, I ended up finding a whole brand new set that I had ordered for this car, and I had never installed them in here. So that's what I'm going to do today and see if I can get this thing fixed, and hopefully I can start driving this thing. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to move on to this, on and off. I want to finish the body work and everything on this one, but I will be getting to this eventually because it will only be driven on the weekends more than likely. And at some point, I know it's covered in crap, but I will be getting to this one eventually because this one has my B18 in it, and all I'm missing on it is the damn clutch bracket. Basically, I don't know if you can see it, but this right here, I'm missing that for the B series, and I've tried to fabricate one and I just cannot get that right for the life of me. So in the hunt for that, and it's kind of my game plan. But for today, we're going to see if we can figure out this code 43 and hopefully get this fuel problem figured out.
KS Production.
Okay, one thing I noticed, if you look inside of this injector here, you see this little plastic tab right here? Evidently, my connectors are different. They have these 3 spots here, but on this back side, that tab is hitting this wall, and it's causing that not to be able to go down on there. So what I'm going to do is get a razor blade and cut that tab off, and then these injector clips should go in.
KS
fingers crossed that these injectors will fix my code 43 problem. Also, I fixed that door panel that had the big old hole and crack right there. I used a plastic welder and I filled all this in, which you can see kind of right here. But what I'm going to do next is smooth this out a little bit more to where it's almost flat. And I'm going to use a heat gun, kind of push this stuff out, kind of level all this back out, you know. And then what I more than likely will do is use some very very light truck bed coating, because it kind of has this ripple effect that you see like up in here. And unfortunately it'd be black, and this is a dark blue, maybe even black, but it looks dark blue. But I'll put that on, and that will kind of give it this ripple effect, and I'll just go ahead and do the whole door all the way across. It's either that, or I could do what is called stippling, I think is what it's called, and they usually do it on guns and things like that. Basically you heat it up with a plastic welder, and then you just kind of tap at it and create the little lines and designs that you need to create through all of this. But that takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of energy, and personally, with me it being the first time ever doing that, I don't think it's a good idea to do it. So anyways, back to this. Let's see if I have the keys on me. Guess I do not. Okay, I found it. Fingers crossed. I want to unplug this OBD scanner I made. Okay, do this again. Get that fuel going through. Starting up for sure. Fingers crossed though, because it doesn't really ever start messing up until it warms up. So we'll see what happens. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Alright, engine light came back on, so let's test this. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. Still getting code 43. What the hell? Okay, so I'm gonna try to reset the ECU and see if that makes a difference. Alright, let's try again. Hopefully this stays off this time. Tachometer is accurate or not. It is an automatic cluster that I stuck in here, but it just seems like with it being warmed up already, it shouldn't be up that high. I'm gonna try to adjust that, see if that makes a difference at all. Pretty high. See if I can adjust that. engine light. Knock on wood. I had to swap to my chipped ECU and it seems to be working okay. Knock on wood. But it's still got that high idle. I can't figure out what's causing the high idle, and the speedometer is not working as well, so more than likely the speed sensor's out. But I don't know. I wonder if it has something to do with this gauge, because I took this gauge out of an auto car because it had the tachometer, but there was like one plug that did not plug in. So I'm wondering if that's the cause of it. But anyways, it does start. It is running. It is very low on fuel. It keeps trying to run out here and there, but it is starting with no engine light at least.